We'll start with fundamental duties today. So it's mentioned in Part 4A of the Constitution, and Article 51A talks about it. Now, fundamental duties. Now, when we enjoy rights, there are some duties. Rights are correlative with duties, they're inseparable with duties. Then DPSPs are nothing but duties of the state, whereas fundamental duties are duties for the citizens. Fundamental duties was added by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, and in 2002 one more fundamental duty was added. We took inspiration of these duties from USSR, and Japan is the only country with democratic constitution to have a list of duties for citizens. See, USSR, no, they gave equal importance to both fundamental rights and fundamental duties, whereas Japanese gave more importance to duties. Then Swaran Singh Committee gave some recommendations on in 1976 for implementing fundamental duties. He gave 8 fundamental duty recommendations, but 42nd Amendment Act added 10 fundamental duties, and some of his recommendations were not incorporated. Which are those things which got not incorporated? Parliament can put penalty if there is non-compliance of the duties. This was not included. Then if there is a law which imposes this penalty, then it won't be questioned in the court of law on the ground that fundamental rights is infringed or repugnancy. So this also was not included. Then duty to pay tax, this also not included. Recommendations not incorporated. Then these are the fundamental duties. There are 11 fundamental duties. I'll go one by one. Subclause A, abide the constitution and respect the ideals and institutions, and also respect the national flag and anthem. Then clause B, cherish the noble ideals given by freedom struggle. Then uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Then defend our country. Then promote harmony and brotherhood, also dignity of women. Then value and preserve the rich heritage. Then protect and improve natural environment, develop scientific temper, humanism and spirit of inquiry. Then safeguard public property and abjure violence. Then strive excellence in all spheres. Then provide opportunity like education to children from 6 to 14. This was added in Article 21A by 86th Constitutional Amendment Act. Then the features, some of the features of fundamental duties are, they are moral and civic duties. How moral? We have to cherish the noble ideas given by freedom struggle. No? That is a moral duty. Civic duty is respecting the national flag and anthem. Then codification of tasks, like whatever is there in India already, traditional practices related to religion and all that, it is codified in fundamental duties. Then confined only to citizens. Fundamental duties available only to citizens. Then they are non-justiciable, and Constitution does not provide for direct enforcement, and there is no legal sanction if it is violated. However, Parliament is free to enforce them by law. What are the criticisms of fundamental duties? They are not exhaustive. For example, this casting vote is not included, paying tax is not included, family planning is not included. This paying tax was given by recommendation of Swaran Singh, but it was not implemented. Then it is vague, ambiguous and difficult to understand. The noble ideas and composite culture, scientific temper, these are all open to different interpretations, so it's vague. Then they are acting as moral precept, just as moral precept, nothing more than that. They are non-justiciable, and Swaran Singh committee told to impose penalty, but we have not implemented that. Then it is superfluous. Superfluous means, I told you yesterday, it's not yesterday, today morning only, that it is not necessary, would be performed even if not included. So they act as appendage to Part 4. So this reduces the value and significance of it. Actually, it should have been put after Part 3, that is fundamental right. Then some significance would be attributed to it, but they didn't make that. Then significance, they serve as a reminder to enjoy rights as well as uh, be conscious of the duties towards the country, society, and fellow citizens. Then this also serve as warning to against anti-national and anti-social activities. They serve as inspiration to promote discipline and commitment, and the citizens can be active participants in the realization of national goals. Also, the court can examine the constitutional validity. Uh, Suppose, for example, in 1992, Supreme Court held that fundamental duties can be made reasonable if a law is made to enforce fundamental duties. Can be made reasonable if it violates 14 and 19. Then it is enforceable by law. By law, you can enforce. Parliament has to make this law. Like that, we have that for a law for implementing this protect what is this, national flag and national anthem. You should not disrespect them. So we have a National Honors Act, I think, for that. Then Verma Committee observation in 1999. They identified legal provisions to implement fundamental duties. What were the legal provisions? Prevention of Insults to National Honors Act. Yeah, this one. And then criminal laws, some criminal laws promoting enmity, then protection of civil rights, nothing but SC/ST Atrocities Act. Then IPC, UAPA. UAPA, if there is any communal organizations which is unlawful, that will be covered under UAPA. Then Wildlife Protection Act, Forest Conservation Act, Representation of Peoples Act. If an MP or MLA is disqualified if it has corrupt practice. Okay, so that's all.